Hello, so this is elementary day one, and I don't normally do this on my months on, but elementary is going to cause me some sort of problem during the month, so I thought I'd document as I go with this one. So this is elementary installed. Now I had to update straight away. It was about 800 megabytes of updates, and it takes about 15 minutes to do because it does the reboot thing, and if you don't do that then the hide window doesn't work properly. So when you're trying to record a screen and the video recorder's on the screen, it takes up most of the screen. So hopefully this is working quite well. So my plan in this video is to take you through some of the things to make elementary actually work better, show you some of the problems I'm going to find straight away, and I've already found a few ahead of time purely because I made a video showing how to dual boot elementary, and whilst editing videos and trying to record the screen and stuff, I hit some snags. So let's start off with the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi actually works quite well. You just click the thing and enter your password as normal. Let's see if we can get Bluetooth working.
Bluetooth mode. Connecting.
Nothing as yet. We've got some devices nearby, but it's not finding my Bluetooth speaker.
Bluetooth mode. Connecting.
You can hear it saying connecting without me actually connecting to it. So it doesn't appear to be finding my Bluetooth speaker at all. That's not a good thing. Fortunately, it does have a USB mode, so I can use it during the month. If we go to settings, we can go to printers, see if we can get a printer set up, and it's actually found my printer straight away. So hardware, we're kind of okay. Bluetooth, I'm not sure what's going on there. It is doing something because it can find a smart plug, but it can't find my Bluetooth speaker. So I'll leave that there, and I'll find out how to do that in a while off cam, so I can save you time. So some of the things I found, right, to start off with, we have a screenshot tool, and if I click that, nothing happens. So if I go to the folder where the screenshot should be, there's only this one, which is a different tool. And you saw I got a notification there that says screenshot is running in the background without appropriate permission, so you have to allow it. So let's try again. And that's not really doing anything at all, I don't think. So yeah, screenshots aren't working very well there. So what I installed instead was something called Screen Grab, which is this one here. And you can see that works quite well. And I'll come into installing software a bit later on because I'll get to that. Other things I found were videos. So I've created a video called the Elementary Dual Boot Guide. So if I open that with videos, which is the default video app. Welcome to Everyday Linux User. In today's video, I am going to show you how to dual boot Windows and Elementary OS. You can see there was no actual video there, but so I installed VLC. Welcome to Everyday Linux User. In today's video, I am going to show you how to dual boot Windows and Elementary OS. You can see that works okay. So the video player is rubbish, screenshot tool doesn't work. So what I would do here, I'm going to take that out of the dock. I'm going to go to up here, and I'm going to have VLC in the dock. So another thing I noticed was there was no text editor, and I wanted to write some notes for the video for how to install elementary, and there was no editor available, so I installed that via the command line as well. The next thing I want to cover is the actual applications that are installed. So we're going to start off going along here. we've got this thing here, which is the Expo. That's quite good. I quite like that. You've got the file manager, and that works quite well as well. Let's see. So we'll close that. But the file manager generally works okay. Now the web browser. This is the GNOME web browser. It's not really very useful. It's taken an awful long time to simply load a web page up. In fact, it might have just got stuck. It might not be loading at all. So I went to the BBC page quite quickly, so it's not an internet issue. Yeah, you can see that's just not very good at all. So the next one is you've got this mail program here, and this is Clause Mail, I believe. And if I try and connect, now bearing in mind Gmail is probably the most popular mail provider. If it's not them, it's Outlook. So you'd expect that to work, but it's not going to work. It's not fit for purpose. So that's two of the applications on the menu bar that are not fit for purpose. So we're going to take that out of the dock. We're going to take that out of the dock. This is a task list, and it will do the job. But again, you can add online accounts, but there's no online account that's going to work with this. So to be honest, that's going as well. Got a calendar. Well, that works. So we'll keep that. We've got the music player, and all that's going to do is you select the music from the music folder and then you can play it. So it's fairly basic. Again, I don't think that's really particularly very good. Got a photo manager. And you see that's actually worked. That's pulled through photos okay. So we're going to close that. This is the online store. This is Kdenlive I installed myself. This is the edit program I installed myself. VLC I installed myself. And then we've got Simple Screen Recorder, which I also installed myself. So if we go up to the applications, Audacity, I tried to install Audacity. And you'll see that that's not going to work. And what other apps we've got? We've got a calculator, document viewer. We've seen that that doesn't work. Focus screen I installed myself. So from an application point of view, there isn't much there. Right, so let's have a look at this App Center, because this is the next thing that's going to be a problem. Is it actually going to load? It doesn't want to load either. So I'm going to reboot and see if that solves the problem. So I've rebooted. Let's see if we can get the App Center to load. It's doing some sort of bouncy thing. And what you can see, that's not doing anything at all. So this is day one. Okay. And I'm on a new system that I've installed. I've updated. And I'm trying to install applications. The thing called the App Center. Oh, there it is. It suddenly appeared. What's that? A good 20 seconds after I clicked it. After a reboot. So, these are your applications. And what I want to do first off is find out, if we click here. We don't want to update. I want a better browser than the one that's there. So I'm going to go Chrome, and that is so Flatpaks are available by default, so that's a good thing. So we're going to install Chrome. But you kind of have to click the free button, I think. This checking for updates thing is annoying. Oh, what's happened there? It's just died. Clearly didn't want me to install Chrome, did it? Right, okay, so now you can see it's coming from FlatHub and it is gradually installing it. So we can leave that there. What else can we install then? So we want a better email client. So should we go Evolution? Again, that's coming from FlatHub. So having Flatpaks enabled by default is actually a good thing. I'm not going to knock it. Let's have a look at the email thing. Clause mail. Is that already in? How do I uninstall these applications that I don't want? So it doesn't have an uninstall option. So you can't uninstall default apps. In fact, I can't uninstall any apps. I wonder if that's because I've got the App Center open. What I do like, the menu's nice, that you can do icon mode or this mode here where it's more menu based. But it doesn't let you. What else do we need? Well, so one of the things that's missing is an Office suite, so we're going to install LibreOffice. So the whole point of today's video is to make it usable, because at the moment it's not usable. So Chrome should now be installed. It is, and we're going to add that into the dock. Can I move it around? I get the feeling you probably should put that there. We've got LibreOffice installing, we've got Evolution installing. I want a better music player, so we're going to put Rhythm Box on. I'm also going to do Spotify. I need OBS Studio, because whilst I've got Vocal Screen and Simple Screen Recorder, I do prefer to use OBS. I've got Kdenlive already installed. What else could I possibly need? We could go Audacity. Maybe if we go for the Flatpak, which is what this one will be, it will work. So the App Center isn't bad once it actually gets running. So let's put Evolution into there. So we're going to keep that in dock like that, and we can move that along to there. It says LibreOffice now installed. It is. We probably only want to keep that in the dock and that in the dock. And we're going to put that there, that there. I probably want my file manager brought over to the left. I want my video player over here. I want Kdenlive over here as well. So the more useful things are on the left hand side. And we're going to put a Simple Screen Recorder there as well. And you see that's come to life because I've clicked it. And what's it doing there? So I had to restart Simple Screen Recorder there because it was sort of like making that jerky motion all the time. I couldn't stop it, so I had to restart it. And we'll just leave everything else as it is. Maybe move Gedit as well. Like that. And we'll have the App Center at the right hand side, so it's obvious where it is. Is that everything installed? Sound and video. Got Rhythm Box, so we should probably keep that in the dock as well. Now if you wanted it, I don't really use Steam for gaming on a PC, but Steam is there, so I can use Steam. So now, in a space of a few minutes, Elementary is now actually usable, and I've put some decent apps on. So if I were the Elementary developers, I would not have things like clause mail and things like that, because they don't work. And you need an Office suite. You should at least provide LibreOffice. Put a decent web browser. It doesn't have to be Chrome. You can put Firefox in, but don't use the default GNOME one because it's not really fit for purpose. So we're going to close that. What can we do with this desktop? We can change the wallpaper. And there's lots of different wallpapers available. And if you want to import, you can do it from your own pictures folder. So I've now got everything I need to start my month on properly, and so I'll let you know how it goes. And that is the end of the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time on Everyday Linux User.